Doing laundry?
Yeah.
What? Where are you going? Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? You are all smiley face this morning. Bye-bye. Good morning, Magandang Umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Wednesday, and it is build day 168. Yes, build day 168 on the construction schedule out at Villa FELIZ. Today, the primary goal is to work on that roof and hopefully get all that roof corrected and get the roofing tiles installed. I don't see that happening for another week now. But that's okay, we'll get to it when we get to it. Also, I think they're going to be doing some more stuff inside the basement. We'll see a lot of activity in the basement today, I hope. But you know, every single day I have these predictions on what's going to happen, but you see it changes from day to day. Remember yesterday I was supposed to go into town. I didn't go into town. I have some deliveries today, so if they come early I can go into town later in the day, but everything is going to have to be played by ear, and you have to be flexible when you are building. So anyway, let's go ahead and get out to the job site now and get the day started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody today? Good morning. Morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Ah! Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Oh, one more from you? All right. And one more from you. All right. I got a threesome there. Thanks. See you later. So anyway, one of the deliveries that I'm supposed to be getting today is the patch panel. There's a, I think I have a 12 port patch panel, at least 12 port, I can't remember for sure. But that's more than enough for what we're using for all our hard wiring for our internet connection inside the house. I got the notification from Lazada that it's being delivered today, and to be there, and it's a cash on delivery. If you order anything on Lazada over here, some of the smaller ticket items, they're cash on delivery. And I think this was about 800 pesos or something like that. So I just need to make sure that I have 800 pesos available when they come to deliver today. Other than that, the other thing that's supposed to be delivered, I'm not sure that's going to be delivered. I went to AliExpress, and when I went to AliExpress, it states on there that you have a specific price that you're going to pay. And this one actually said shipping is included. And I'm like, okay, well, great. And it said your total price is this amount. But don't always expect that the total price when it's coming from overseas is going to be the total amount, especially on AliExpress. I've never had a problem with Lazada, but on AliExpress, when I got notification from FedEx, there was another charge on there, and it was about a 20% charge of the total price of the item that I was ordering. And it said it's for warehouse, it's some kind of warehouse fee that they were putting on there. So I wrote the business that I purchased it from, and I said, you never mentioned anything about an additional charge on here. And they said, oh, it's a customs fee. And I'm like, but it didn't say customs fee on there. But so just be aware, if you order from a company like AliExpress, or any of them, you can even ask, but you can speak to the businesses when you make a purchase. Ask them, is there any other costs involved other than this total cost that you have here? And if they don't reply back to you, then you might want to be worried about ordering from them. But also ask them, is there any customs fees or anything like that? And what's the estimate on that, so that you're prepared when it comes in. goats. Man. Hey, chicken. Hop on. Hapone's scared to death of goats. So anyway, I just received a phone call from CW in Alabang. They're the people who are where I purchased my tile for the basement, and they will be coming today to deliver all the tile for the basement. So that's going to be a big delivery. That's 165 square meters of tile. Manhole cover for the cistern. Well, anyway, you can see over my shoulder there, that's the roofing team. And they are putting the C-purlins back on that used to be on there before. But this time in the right place. Alright, FedEx is here. We got our patch panel. Or Lazada, I don't know if it's FedEx or Lazada. Alright, great. Oh, FedEx? Are you FedEx?
Yes, sir.
Alright, cool. Well, wait, this was not the patch panel. It's way too heavy. I can tell you what it is. This is the faucet for one of the vessel sinks that we have. This is when I was talking to you about that I had to pay the 560 pesos for some weird warehouse fee. Anyway, it's done. I have it. It's inside here. And I'm still expecting the patch panel. I have to look that up and see when it's being delivered, if it's being delivered today. So installing the door jamb to the basement stairway that leads up to the kitchen area. Also, at the same time, we're working on the backsplash area inside the niche. This area is going to be tiled, and what we're doing, the sink that I have is such a small, low-profile sink. It's going to fit back inside the niche, but where the drain goes down, the plumbing for the drain, where the P-trap comes in the bottom of the sink, we have to cut out a little bit inside. So, okay, it's great. So we're finally getting that area cleared out on the end of the basement floor down here where the water was setting up. You can see already that it's from what they're chipping up already, all the water is starting to dissipate. So that's what they're cutting up right now. And we need to let that area dry out before, it's got to dry out really good on the wall before we apply the plaster and we apply the waterproofing. And as you can see, we are getting our C-purlin back again on the front porch area, so that's being redone. That's a good thing. So anyway, I need to run downtown. I need to go to the bank. I am out of money. I have to pay my water bill here at Tierra Maria, and I want, what was the other thing on there? Oh, I want to drop off John's tablet at, or see if I can drop it off. Find out what the procedure is to see if we can get his tablet repaired so he can watch my PI stream. So anyway, we'll take care of that, and we'll grab some lunch since it's after 11 o'clock right now. The truck is filthy. Maybe we'll get the truck washed and then we'll head back out to the site. I left specific directions and instructions on the CR, how I wanted the CR to be done in the basement. They had the sink offset, and I'm like, no, let's do the sink in the very center of the niche inside the CR in the basement. And luckily I walked in when they were doing the measurement, and they're going to do that. And they were going to push the sink out. I said, no, let's leave it back. We'll just do a cutout niche for the plumbing that goes on, and there'll be very little bit of protruding sink for you to bump your hip on or anything like that when you walk into that small CR. So that's all taken care of. I think all the coordination is done. It needs to get done. I do have that patch panel that's still supposed to come. I'm a little concerned, but I have, normally Lazada will send you a notification when it's going to be delivered, just like FedEx did for me today as well. And I didn't get a notification yet for today, so hopefully I am back, or maybe it'll be a different day that that's being delivered. So let's head downtown. So anyway, I'm here for John right now. I'm gonna see if we can get John's tablet repaired. And I understand this is the Samsung shop, and we're gonna go inside there and see what it takes to get a tablet repaired. Okay, so anyway, it can't be fixed. The authorized service center is in Robinson, Lipa. So I learned something today. So what we'll do is probably grab some lunch here. I have to pay my smart bill. Hopefully the smart computers are up down here. So I need to get that from my personal Wi-Fi device. So let's take care of that, grab some lunch, and then head over to Robinson. So that's taken care of. I got my smart bill. Everything was out. It took me just a couple minutes to get that paid for. So now, let's grab a bite to eat. So okay, anyway, the Lazada delivery guy, remember he was supposed to deliver my patch panel today, I was thinking today, out at the build site. So they just called me and they're like, oh, they're out in my area in Nicolai and they're ready to deliver. And I'm like, well, I didn't have any messages from you guys. I didn't know when you guys were showing up. So I'm down at SM Lipa and they said, oh, okay, well, we'll meet you at SM Lipa. Well, it's been about 45 minutes. But they met me out in the front and they did the delivery, so I have my patch panel. So good to do with that. Now I need to run over to Robinson and see if I can take care of the problem with John's tablet, and then we'll head back to the build site. So anyway, there's like tons of Samsung places inside here. You see Samsung, Samsung, Samsung. Samsung, you see Samsung everywhere, but Samsung is not repaired at any of the Samsung places. I guess this is the authorized service center for Samsung. So we're going to see what our experience is today trying to get a tablet repaired here.
Fill this up for the process.
Okay, so the way it works here, it's 200 pesos, you said?
Yes,
it's 200 pesos for it to be evaluated. They're going to take it and their technician's going to look at it and they'll give me a quotation on what they believe the fixed cost is going to be on that. So I have to leave it here for 3 days. So that's stage one of this process. So that's done. 200 pesos, come back 3 days. and then find out what it's really going to cost you and whether they can fix it. I put down broken LCD and it doesn't power up and it's kaput. So we'll see what happens in 3 days. So anyway, all missions accomplished. I think we got everything done that we needed to get done today downtown here. Remember, tomorrow I got to go down to Alabang. It's going to be pretty much an all day away from the build site tomorrow, but could end up being an interesting day because not only do I have to look at the kitchen design, I need to see if I can find the proper stonework for that feature inside the great room. We're going to look for that as well. So let's head back to the build site. It's about 2:45. We might get in just a little bit of the work detail once we get back. Well, it's about 3:15 and it's break time for the crew, and I see we have a bunch of tile here. This is the tile that got delivered today. Our tile down in the basement is going to be three different shades that we have inside there, and it's going to be in a diamond pattern as you're driving in, and it's going to be an interesting pattern. The very center is going to have 4 of a darker color. Then on the outside, it's going to have, I think I showed everybody once before, but it's a very interesting pattern. And you can see this is one of the colors right here. This is the darker of the colors right here. And I can't see the other ones right now, so maybe some of them are, I don't know where they're all at. So all the waterproofing came in. This will be for this floor out here, and we have different types of products here: liquid, cementuous, whatever. It's all part of the waterproofing process. So anyway, it's getting to the end of the day. It's almost 5 o'clock, and let's go ahead and do a quick walkthrough and just try to capture what was done today. I don't even know everything that was done today because, again, I was gone the better half of the day. And but what I did see is some things that were done in the basement, some things that were done on the first floor, and the roofing, of course. Oh, let me show you on. Let's go ahead and start with the roofing. I didn't do a drone shot today. My battery was down to 0, and I'm going into Alabang tomorrow, and I kind of made a deal with the cabinet manufacturer. He said he wanted to fly the drone when he was out here last time, and it was really windy when they came out, and it wasn't optimum flying conditions for that. So he asked me to bring my drone with me the next time I go up to Alabang, and because he would like to fly the drone. I'm like, Alabang's got so much, it's traffic in his buildings and everything like that. He said, we can fly it from the top of a building or something. I don't know, but I'm going to charge up the battery tonight, and he's a very nice guy, and maybe I'll get a discount out of it. I don't know. So anyway, you can see we now have our sea purlins are back again on the front porch of the house, and they're corrected, and the ones on the back side that were wrong, they were corrected also. So when I said we were going to be down by 3 days, we're probably down by about 2 days, because we lost a day for them to remove them, and we lost and then today again putting them all back in, so we probably lost maybe 2 days of building for the roofing structure. So tomorrow we should be back to where we were 2 days ago. Front of Villa FELIZ. So let's take a look back over here, and you can see it's getting really white looking, and they're doing sanding and all, and then they're putting the 701 flat latex primer base coating of the paint on there. So they're doing that as well. Now let's go inside, and we'll walk our way down into from the first floor down to the basement. So we won't go up onto the second floor, because I doubt there was any other things that were done up there other than roofing concerns. So we'll go to the first floor in the basement. I did notice this morning before I left, they were working on this area right here. They were working on the tin works inside for the bedroom number 1 here. Oh, and I am also going to say, since it looks all wet up there, they put some plaster coat on that beam, on that roofing beam that's going up to the second floor. And also, you see, we received tile, and we have a bunch of tile down in the basement also, but we're missing 50 tiles. And we're missing 50 tiles that didn't get put on the order. It also didn't get paid for, that I will probably pick up if they have in stock when I go up to Alabang tomorrow, because it's going to be in the same CW complex that I'm going to where Kelly is at. So the CR in the basement, the flooring is up underneath all this. This is here to protect the tile so it doesn't get damaged while working. But you see, we got some of the tiling done on the back section here. And one of the things I just got done talking with my contractor is how we're going to approach this, because I want the light to be centered inside here, so that we can use a round fluorescent or any option type of a light that we want to use inside here. Then we have this thing sticking out here, this eyesore, and we're using this tile here for the roof to come down here. Well, it has to have some type of a ledge that comes here, so that water doesn't just slide right here from the shower and go down to the electrical. That would be a safety hazard. So what I asked them to do is to build a cover right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, that's what they're doing right now, they're building the tin works. And they're going to put some tin works across here, and then we are going to take a section of tile, and we're going to tile, and this is going to go across there. This is going to be the same tile that's going on the roof line, which is on the back there, and it is going to go all across here. And this will be covered up, and it will be like a box in feature back here. Now, if you were building in North America, it would be, you wouldn't use tin works, but you would use a 2x8. You would run a 2x8 across here. Then you would put cementous board on the top of, underneath, and on the back, something like perma-base, a concrete-based wall board that you use in wet areas. And then you would tile over that. You could do waterproofing, and you could top. They don't do that with this team right here. So what they're going to do is they're going to build some tin works to go across here, and somehow they're going to mount the tile to that. We'll see how that works out. So that's what got done down in here today. Some chipping got done, and in preparation for tomorrow. I thought by close of business 2 days ago, on Monday, I thought the basement would be all chipped, cleaned, and ready for the stuff that came in today, which is all that waterproofing that's inside the generator room. But it didn't get done Monday, it didn't get done yesterday, and it's not complete today. But tomorrow is going to be, he said it's going to be a cleanup All this will be cleaned up tomorrow. I think Thursday the waterproofing will go down, and then I think Friday I think the self-leveling cement will go down on the entire basement floor, and then I think Saturday is going to be tiling day, and then that will be good, and let all that stuff dry over the weekend, and then we can start putting building materials back down in the basement on top of the tile, but it will be nice and clean. So that's where we are there. Of course, today they continued to work on the fencing in the back. I don't know if you can see, we don't have to go back there. We know what the fencing poles, the fencing columns look like. They worked on that today, and I'm sure there were several other things that went on today that escaped me because I wasn't around. So anyway, I'm going to close for today. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow is the road trip. Tomorrow's the road trip to Albong, and we're going to go to Kelly Home something, and what we're going to do there is we're going to look at the 3D CAD, and hopefully if it's in SketchUp, if they can give me a copy of it, then I can share that with you, and it'll be in 3D and it'll look really neat. If not, I'll try to take some pictures while I'm up there. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to close. Oh, and I'm going to also stop by CW and try to score those. I got to score a lot of stuff tomorrow. I got to score the rock that's going to go on the wall. I got the dimensions from my builder today on the feature wall in the great room, and I also got to pick up the missing tiles that he didn't order. So I'll take care of all of that tomorrow. So anyway, I am going to close for today. And if you enjoyed today's video, if you found it informative, if you found it the least bit entertaining, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And the way you subscribe is by clicking on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you'll be a subscriber, and then you will get notified each time I upload a new video. So until tomorrow, which is going to be Thursday, and it's going to be build date 169. Yes, build day 169 on the schedule here at Villa Feliz. You have a wonderful day.